Well, I think on the one hand, as you mentioned, she has a debt to the president. It was in large part his popularity and the achievements of his presidency that helped her win with such a landslide victory. So she's very committed to continuing what's called the fourth transformation, the move away from a strictly neoliberal model of the economy and to a government that's more open and honest. On the other hand, she comes from a very different background, despite also being part of the left. She comes from a background as a scientist. She's trained as a scientist. She's trained in renewable energies as an engineer. And she also grew up very close to social movements. As you'll recall, President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador comes out of the ruling authoritarian PRI party, the party of the institutional revolution, and became part of the democratic dissident factors, and then went on to make his career forming a new party. This means that she has a different outlook and a different relationship to movements than the president did. And particularly, and this is very important, as the first woman president, to the women's movement. So I think what we'll see in terms of changes are a greater openness to dialogue with social movements, and particularly to the women's movements, a greater emphasis on gender equality within her government, involving feminists and organizations of women within the country, and also a more scientific approach to some of the major problems that are facing Mexico, and particularly to climate change.